In the shadow of Solinspire, Ytheran Arks and the Zynthraxium Mystery, published in Ethereal Inquiry, issue number 743, Spiral Phase, year 419. I can't tell you where to find the Solinspire crater, not because I don't want to, but because I don't know. Some say it moves, shifting across the map like a mirage. Others claim it's not a place you find. It's a place that finds you when you're ready. What we do know from accounts both scholarly and anecdotal is that somewhere in the crystalline wastelands of Solis Meridian, the aftermath of Ytheran Arks' greatest experiment still lingers, a stark monument to the peril and promise of his life's work. Arks wasn't a renegade or a careless innovator. Within the annals of our era, his name is invoked not in disdain, but in wonder. For Ytheran, life wasn't simply a force to revere from afar. It was a sacred design to be understood. The stories of his creations, particularly the enigmatic Zynthraxium arrays, make it clear his pursuit wasn't an act of hubris, it was devotion. The Codices and the Calling. Arks' journey began with the Codices of Khelinos, a series of ancient manuscripts whose true origins remain a mystery even to the sages of the Order of Luminal Keepers. These texts describe crystalline forms, Zynthraxium, said to carry the breath of ether, the primordial energy underlying all life. To most scholars, the codices were metaphorical musings on balance and creation, but to Arks, they were blueprints for an advanced and forgotten technology. His first major success came with the chrysolith process, a breakthrough that allowed him to encode biological patterns directly into Zynthraxium crystals. Using these arrays, he demonstrated the reconstruction of life forms long extinct. His most famous demonstration involved restoring a Khelinon bloom vine, a species unseen for over 3 centuries. When the vine unfurled its petals in front of an audience of scholars, it wasn't just an achievement, it was an awakening. The Aether Vitae solution. Ytheran's work culminated in the creation of the Aether Vitae solution, a liquid medium derived from Zynthraxium. It was said to remind biological matter of its original harmony, allowing it to heal, renew, and even flourish beyond its natural limits. Entire fields revitalized within hours, and animals on the brink of death regained vitality. Arks believed the solution was a sacred gift, a way to nurture life in alignment with its deepest patterns. The reaction to Aether Vitae was polarizing. While some hailed it as a miracle, others feared its implications. The Council of Harmonic Equilibrium, stewards of the delicate life web of Aether Earth, expressed concern that Arks was meddling with forces best left undisturbed. Arks, ever the philosopher, responded in an open letter published in Ethereal Inquiry. Harmony is not fragile, it is adaptive. If life sings a song, then this solution merely helps it find its voice again. The Solinspire Forge and its fall. Arks' final endeavor, the Solinspire Forge, was an ambitious attempt to mass-produce Zynthraxium arrays. The forge, a marvel of gravitational and ethereal engineering, was designed to align with planetary energies to preserve and amplify the sacred breath of ether. It was to be his legacy, a gift for future generations to protect the fragile life web of Aether Earth. But on the third spiral of Aether's zenith, year 418, something went wrong. Witnesses describe a cataclysmic surge of light that consumed the forge and left behind the crystalline wasteland, now known as the Solinspire crater. Arks vanished in the event, his fate unknown. Some believe he transcended, merging with the Zynthraxium itself. Others suggest he was undone by the very forces he sought to honor. What remains are the Arkstones, fragments of the Solinspire Forge, scattered across Aether Earth. They are said to retain faint impressions of Arks's work. Those who possess them whisper of visions, strange energies, and an almost sentient awareness emanating from these shards. A legacy still unfolding. Ytheran Arks' legacy is a testament to both the potential and the peril of devotion to understanding. His work with Zynthraxium has forever altered our understanding of the Breath of Aether, even as its full implications remain out of reach. The Council of Harmonic Equilibrium has restricted access to his research, yet whispers of his discoveries persist in hidden labs and rogue academies. Was he a visionary, a cautionary tale? Perhaps both. But as I hold an Arkstone in my hand, a shard I acquired in a distant bazaar under circumstances I'd rather not disclose, I feel certain of one thing. Ytheran wasn't trying to control life. He was listening. And perhaps, in his own way, he was answering a call we've all felt but rarely dared to follow. Arks' story may have ended in a blaze of light, but the questions he raised remain. For those of us drawn to the mysteries of the breath, perhaps his work wasn't an ending, but a beginning.